No, they're not eating spice bars or space bars or whatever it is they're supposed to be eating in the Acolyte, dumbest name ever. No, folks, they're eating copium. Full-on, hardcore copium. Why? Well, folks, we're here to tell you things are not going the way that Lucasfilm, Star Wars, or anyone out there wanted it to go. And now the shills, those who carried the water for this show, they are on serious cope mode. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the place that continues to simply tell the truth and see how that goes. And guess what? It's going well so far. We'll keep it up till they smash us down. But you know what? It's a fun ride until then, just telling the truth. All those other channels out there should try it. And we do know that there are plenty out there doing so, and we love them so much. But folks, those who were shilling hardcore for the Acolyte, not having a good time anymore, they are on the wrong side of a major public backlash. And everyone is entitled to their opinion. Everybody should be able to watch whatever they want to watch and enjoy it. But when something is absolutely atrociously written, when it's just narratively a complete and utter disaster, you know, if you're going to be a person sitting at the top of reviewing these things, well, you're going to have an awful time explaining exactly why you liked something that is a dumpster fire. But, again, everyone entitled to their opinions. Being at the top of the heap, though, of opinion givers often means you need to have a very thoughtful, critiqued opinion of what's going on. And those who've been shilling for the Acolyte, woof, are they in trouble right now. Folks, I want to bring in a panel. We're going to talk about just how bad things have gotten for the Acolyte shills and why they are in full shriek, freak out mode. Let's bring on the panel right now. All right, folks, it's time. Let's get to the next story. And this is something that is going to make some of you out there shall we say, perturbed. Here we go. This is out of Inverse, and this is an article that says, "The Acolyte isn't ruining Star Wars. You are." It's by Livy Scott, who is a narcissist. Lucasfilm's latest series is the franchise most promising yet, but fans are too blinded by their hate to see it. But Livy, who is well accomplished, is going to tell us all about it. Okay. No one hates Star Wars more than those who claim to be Star Wars fans. Sure, the past few years have given the fandom plenty to critique. The sequels splintered the fan base beyond recognition. And Lucasfilm's efforts to expand the galaxy on the small screen have been mixed at best. And in some cases, criticism is inevitable. Not everyone will find something to like in the franchise's recent output. At a certain point, though, the discourse reaches a fever pitch, and even Lucasfilm's most promising projects get swept up in the drama. So far, I'm not giving this a very high grade if I am the teacher of this class. The Acolyte is not the first Star Wars project to face the brunt of a fan backlash, and it likely won't be the last. But the new live-action series is also one of the best additions to the galaxy far away in a long time, embracing decades of nostalgia while also thinking critically on the franchise's legacy. It also might be the most diverse Star Wars story yet, and while that's definitely a boon for marginalized fans, it's made the Acolyte the target of a vocal splinter of the fandom. So that's what we're going with today. There's no audience. Nobody's watching this. It's lower than Ahsoka. It's fighting against Andor in terms of what's going to be the biggest show. The bump it will get from the night will be from viewers who can't believe, as Lewis said, what's going on. And then it's going to fall off the Nielsen charts, I believe, in those next episodes. But here you go, Andre. It's your fault. You're ruining Star Wars, Andre, by covering Star Wars. You're ruining Star Wars by thinking critically about Star Wars. How dare you, Andre, you and your hive of misogyny and backwards thinking over at Midnight's Edge. Andre, defend yourself from this critically.
Yeah, you splinter, you.
Yes, explain yourself. What have you been doing all these years, Andre?
Yeah, well, to paraphrase Rocket Raccoon, this is true. Yes, I accept this. Yes, I am ruining Star Wars. Let's just go with that and buy into their narrative. And I'm even changing them. You see what happened there? You know what was the biggest thing that happened in that article? They admitted that The Last Jedi fractured Last Jedi fractured Star Wars and the fan base like there was no tomorrow.
Andre, it's like that article on Tiana's Bayou Adventure where it says it's the downgrade you deserve. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Exactly. But remember, when it came out, it was the best thing ever. The only one criticizing it were Russian bots. Fans were unified, apart from a small minority. and we are even referred to as a small minority right here. So if I am representative of this small minority that can do this much damage, I'll take it. But of course, if we just ignore all of the gaslighting, we are not the small minority here. We are speaking for the majority. There's no fractured fan base. There is the fan base, and they are despondent. And then you have people like Miss Livy Scott here, who isn't a fan at all, but an activist who wants the Star Wars to go a certain direction, but she'd never watch it herself. Talks about all the nostalgia that is brought back in the Acolyte. And then I'm curious, nostalgia for what? What is there to be nostalgic about here? The time when lesbians ran free in Star Wars before? Because I don't remember any such time. So no, to me, it's just perfect gaslighting. I think it's really fun, gives me fodder for another real quick and easy to make video to warm up for episode 3. And I think that's part of why this is even coming out. It's like, okay, episode 3 is coming out. It's going to ruin Star Wars. It's going to be massive backlash. So let's try to set the narrative here. No, it's not us, it's you guys. It's you on YouTube, you that are the voice of reason, that actually speak the truth there, and you're about to speak the truth. So we must blame the people that speak the truth. It's funny. Are you familiar with Ibsen?
Yes.
Yes, Ibsen, yes. He wrote a play once. I do not remember the English.
Is it A Doll's
name.
House?
No, it's not the Doll's House. This is a folkefiende, an enemy of the people, would be the literal translation of it. And the enemy of the people is actually someone that speaks truth to power, even when it is inconvenient truths that people would rather not hear. Then this individual still goes against the grain and does speak truth to power. He gets no rewards for it, and his predictions come true, and everything goes to hell because it's Ibsen, so nothing is positive here.
My
Anyway,
translation is going to be poor. My pronunciation, Ein Volkenfiende.
Yeah, in folkefiende, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And this is kind of like that. I think that's kind of like what we are doing here. We are speaking truth to power, and the powerful, they don't like it, especially since they're not that powerful anymore. On the contrary, they are the emperor that has been exposed as not really having any clothes on, and everyone can see it. There's no fans watching the Acolyte. There's no fan support. I mean, we recently covered even the download numbers are horrible. And then I'm talking about illegal downloads on streaming. Pirates don't even want it. Well, of course, there are download numbers. There are that. But compared to what it should be, they're bad and they're falling fast. I mean, there were 10 times, I'm not even joking, there were 10 to 15 times as many seeds for Ahsoka as there are for the Acolyte. And Ahsoka underperformed relative to Obi-Wan. So even the seeds are an absolute joke compared to what it should have been. Because even the pirates, yeah, they don't want this for free. And the ones Lorena, that do are probably just to laugh at it.
And that's a fantastic point. When even the pirates don't want what you're putting out. I mean, many of them are just saving this stuff to digitally store it. And folks, we're not advocating in any way for piracy, but we're just noting what's going on. Lorena, though, let me throw some of these at you, and you just tell me if you think these would have worked instead. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Inflation and the cost of shrimp isn't ruining Red Lobster. You are. Is that going to save the restaurant?
No.
Okay, let's try this one. No. Poor management isn't ruining Toys R Us. You are. Does that keep Toys R Us running and none of the stores closing?
No. Nope.
Okay, Lorena, then help me make sense of it. What's the plan here as they attempt? Is this all they're down to now with Star Wars? Is just we said it was popular, but it's not. So it's your fault.
It's shame. It's like the elderly relative that tries to guilt trip you about something, and you know that you haven't done anything wrong. This is all they have left. The product is crap. I'm the audience for this particular show, and it is 100% absolute crap. Okay.
Oh, wait for tonight.
It's awful. It's awful. I mean, I watched Ahsoka for laughs, but truth be told, this whole show is to basically, one, paint the Jedi as idiots, two, men suck, particularly white men suck, and three, I don't know what it is with them putting first of all, they're using like a black character, not the actress's fault, but this is who they chose. And then feed into a stereotype. And I'm going to tell you why. You guys have probably seen this clip that I put on X, because I did a watch party for this for my members. So this one part where the Jedi come after Osha, they basically say there's been a murder, and I'm paraphrasing. There's been a murder, and you fit the description of the suspect. And I immediately made the joke saying, what, because I'm black? The fact that I was so easily able to make that joke and have it all fit, it's like, that's what you went with? This is what's supposed to endear me to your show.
Well,
The fact that you couldn't use, the Force to figure out if that was her or not, but
the
that's
Jedi are
what you go with?
racist cops, Lorena.
so the prejudice is that they're lightsabering while black.
Exactly.
That could be it.
I so wish the character would have said like, what, because I'm black or because I'm lesbian.
I would have fallen out of the floor. I would have fallen out of the floor, Andre, if she had said, "Oh, because I'm black." I would have fallen absolutely out. Lorena,
like, is this because I'm black or because I'm a lesbian? Because I'm
Like, which one is it?
Will
Is
you
it
get
both?
me?
Yeah.
Lorena,
And
one
also,
thing we
Lorena,
hate.
Can I push back a little bit, because you said like that white men are treated like trash or something like that. I would push back that black men are treated like trash too. If anything, black men are treated even worse, because
It's even worse, Andre.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, look at it.
I
Because
get
basically,
you.
you have like the one white Jedi there. He's like, "You have victimized me. Now go and self-delete here. So self-delete yourself after shame." That's a role of the one white man we've seen so far. But what's the role of the black man in here, the prominent black Jedi? Well, his role is to look like Don Lemon and suck, probably quite literally, and be completely and utterly cocked and humiliated wherever he goes.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
But
it's
he has
not
a
like
light
he's
to
like
tunnel
that
white
out
black
too.
brother or
Andre.
something like that.
Andre, he has a flashlight lightsaber. How you don't see his utility yet? He lights pathways that are already lit fairly well. It's really important.
I think that his only utility is to make the lesbian shine, and he has to be cucked in order to make
Yeah.
that happen. Yeah.
Well, Lorena, one thing that we hate to see you go, but I can't wait to have you back on the show real soon. Lorena, tell the folks out there where they can find you before you hop off for the day and get ready for your Ahsoka time tonight.
Oh, well, folks, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. I haven't been banned yet. And I think it's been maybe about 2 weeks since I've been called a racist, but that's probably going to change pretty soon. And of course, you can find me on YouTube, various videos and live streams. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, the Spice Lounge. Yeah, we're going to be talking about this episode 3 of
Lorena,
The Acolyte.
Can I just make a quick suggestion? You know what you need to have visible in the background? You need to have like
What?
one of those counters where you like flip over so you have the number of days. Then you can have like number of days since I was last called a Rossicist.
Yes.
I love this idea.
I like that idea. I think I'm going to have to incorporate that. But yeah, we're going to be talking about this episode 3 of The Acolyte, because I did not get to enjoy this massive outrage from The Last Jedi, because I was like a year behind because I saw it on demand. But from what I'm hearing about episode 3, I need to experience that. And since I'm a Slytherin, I'm going to drag all you guys through my reaction to that on Wednesday. And Pro will be there as well on Wednesday's show. So please,
Looking forward to it.
Check it out. Yes. And thanks as always for having me here. Gentlemen, take care. You guys hit that like button. I'll talk to you soon.
Good to see you again.
Adios, Lorena.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a good time. Have you? I hope you have. Don't despair about the Acolyte. It's not something worth hate watching. It's something worth mockery. It's ridicule. It's garbage, folks. And if people want to consume garbage, let them consume it. But as for me and you, we're going to laugh about it. I mean, there's no reason to hate on this. Just laugh at it. It's so silly. It's so ridiculous. Anyway, folks, it's time now. Something that's no laughing matter. We sure could use a like from you. Click the like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It's the notification bell, and drop a comment right on down below. Those things would really help us out, and we surely would appreciate them. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to bid you a farewell. We'll see you soon, though, and we wish you well. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.